It is at this step that some materials will be created to give support on the raising plan. So it is time to validate the projects, the activities, the estimates previously set by the organization to make it clear the amount and the purpose of such raise. At this step, you will check what resources the organization already has and which ones to collect. You can and must make use of all information you had gathered on both diagnosis step and on the strategic plan of the organization to set the materials you need for the support, such as case statements, strategic letters, prospect case, and relationship policies along with a partner. Start reviewing your execution project plan. So a good execution plan turns out clearly what your real objectives are. Let us review all the topics on your execution plan. One, description of the problem, headline, prospect sponsor description, project objectives, reason why, expected results, main benefit audience. 2, work plan, actions and activities, methodology, project schedule. 3, resources and budget, material, financing and human resources, budget, financial expenses chart. 4, evaluation and outcome reports, monitoring the process, metrics. To help you check what resources you may use, you can create a spreadsheet starting by your own general objectives and particular objectives. Follow the example. Suppose it is a project in preventing malaria. On the first column, you can put your general objective, help prevent malaria. And on the second column, you can write the goals for the first year to reduce the current rate in 84%, avoiding 1,125,000 new cases. As to particular objective, you can also put on the first column, exterminate mosquitoes falcos, and on the second column, the aim for the first year, 60 falcos exterminated. Another particular objective is reach 111,000 treatments. Another spreadsheet for the action plan. On the first column, you place your objectives and the follow columns, the necessary actions and activities to accomplish your objectives. For example, to accomplish your plan in exterminating the mosquitoes, the action to detect the falcos will take you to home visits, photograph research by satellite. The next step is to set the schedule with the pace of work desired and the next settings for the first, second, and third month. You can use of this spreadsheet to go through your budget plans. Now that you already know what you really want to do, it is time to know what do you need, what will your activities and action plans be, what resources will be needed. It is time to review your budget concerning human, material, and financing resources. Taking the example of malaria prevention, you might go on with your spreadsheet from the column of activities. For every activity, you can create columns to specify the professional profile requests, the person in charge, and the hours of work needed. For example, concerning human resources, the activity home care visits will be done by someone in the health area. The person in charge will be João, and he will work 8 hours a day. Concerning the material resources, you can continue the spreadsheet showing the same activity of the home visit will request 8 white uniforms, the badge of the organization displayed on them, and finally, see how to raise financing resources and to make calculation storage. Calculation storage, it is all full and detailed records on all resources, necessary specifications, quantity, and the cost of each item. Getting back to our spreadsheet, see how you detail the item uniform. One column with all items listed, other columns with specifications, quantity, unit cost, and total cost of every unit. Look at the example. 8 uniforms will be needed for the team, white ones with its logo on it, and unit cost 120 reais, totally 960 reais for all. This storage calculation leads to the budget. At this stage, see the following notes carefully. Show the total cost for the project, the money needed, and how it will be shared. Build the storage calculation first, and after will be consolidated with your budget and payment plan. The next step is to think how to introduce yourself to a potential prospect. Time to prepare the case statement to the prospect. Observation. In case you want to prepare your own spreadsheet for the executive plan, we offer some models on our site of materials and support, so you can download it, www.captamos.org.br. The case statement documentation is very much applied, and it is a way to turn it into the base document from where you will get your marketing folders, your essential materials, and presentations. The case statement document is the mind for a cause, a very clear proof to why people should get involved or support your cause. Observation. You can consult our video class and material guide about the elaboration of this document. Access www.captamos.com.br. Let's learn now how to interact with our partners. At this point, a very good relationship with our partners is at the most important. Then we shall set a prospect list, a plan of approach, and effective communication material. State the drawbacks. For a fundraising plan to succeed, it is important to the organization image and reputation be positive, that messages used be uniform, and the communication material presented carry their own identity and messages. How to set a prospect list? 1. Start by identifying the main groups of people interested in the organization, people who the organization works with, or people who might be interested in working directly or indirectly with the organization, the so-called stakeholders. A good relationship with these groups is of great importance, as those people can either charge results as much as they can bring benefits to the organization. 2. Identify topics of interest of these people, and to organize your survey, draw a spreadsheet. Spreadsheets on stakeholders' profiles. On the first column, place the target audience, for example, commercial partners. On the second column, some specifications about these people, supermarket, stationery. On the third column, name them, for example, mercearia tambor, papel tambor, and so on. Spreadsheet on performance areas. You can go deeper in your work by making a spreadsheet on the field your organization works with to seek potential supporters interested in investing on the fields listed. For example, place on the first column the fields your organization performs with, and on the second column the investment targets. If your organization provides youngsters with a baking course, obviously this will have focus on food and adolescents. Then check enterprises, foundations, and further audience interested in investing in the listed topics. Note, in case you want to create your own spreadsheet on prospect, you will find models for downloading in our site www.captamos.org.br. Believe these spreadsheets will help you finding your potential prospects quite a lot. Now let's see something that will make all the difference in building good relationships with partners. Granting benefits. Think of the following issues about your partnerships and to after create a list of granting benefits. What are the objectives of every partner? What do each of them expect from these partnerships? What do each of them add to this partnership? This list must carry ideas of things which can be offered to the partners, focusing their expectations but not at too much expense of the institution. For example, a receipt with tax exemption, have the name of the company on your board, the right to use the logo of the institution to promote yourself, and so on. After a list is done, you can hand it out to the categories of investment. For example, receipt with tax exemption can be offered to all categories of partners. The right to use the logo will be offered to the biggest partners only. Every category will have a determined benefit, and in doing so, the organization encourages the partners to grow. See now some of the titles which can be given to different donors partners and its characteristics. Meritorious, partners with a close relationship with the directors and the board, partners who might bring great contributions. Donors, individual company that makes a single donation to the organization on a general view, not to determined actions. Social investor, someone company who invests on the organization programs or projects. Sponsors, individual or company who invests on an activity which expectation is to get visibility, usually turned to actions which allow exposition on the sponsor's brands, events, jobs. Institutional supporter, individual company that adds credibility and knowledge to the organization. See few examples of granting benefits for individuals, gifts or seminars. Foundations and national and multinational agencies. Outcomes and reference on reports. Religious institutions, reports and accounting reports. Government, reports and accounting reports. Special events, banners, acknowledgement on the beginning and end, press release. There are many resources which encourage and lever up the long-lasting partnerships, such as stickers which may display support to the cause, media, plates, certificates, pictures and medals, acknowledgement to donors, seminar on topics of your interest, name on local sites, Christmas treats, souvenirs, reports and accounting report. To end this support stage, it is wise to remind that the donations can be of three kinds: financial, materials, and human ones. Financing donations, cash, company shares. Material donations known as assets, computers, softwares, books. Human resources, volunteers. Bear in mind, all documents shown in this stage must be revised occasionally and adequate to different topics. Remember, you can consult all material and tips on our site www.captamos.org.br or in the site www.4steps.com.br.